So we have a couple piecewise questions here. The one on the left, we see we have kind of three pieces here. And this part here tells us which one to use, which equation to use based on the value of x. So when x is anything less than 0, we're going to use x squared. So it's a little more straightforward than you think. If x equals 0, well, it's going to equal 0. And if x is greater than 0, we're going to use 2x plus 1. So for A, letter A here says, hey, f is negative 3. Well, we go here. This is when f is negative 3 is right here. So we use the rule x squared. And that means that f of negative 3 then is going to equal negative 3 squared. Make sure you put that in parentheses. Negative 3 times negative 3 is we'd have the point negative 3 comma 9 if we needed to graph that. Next one would be when f is 0, when x is equal to 0, already tells us that the answer is 0. It doesn't have to be a 0 there. I mean, they could have made that. Piecewise graphs don't have to be connected, which is called continuous, which is another term for another class. And the next one is if f of 1, when x is 1, so we're going to put 1 into this equation. So it's going to be 2 times 1 plus 1. And 2 times 1 is, of course, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So this would be f of 1 equals 3. Possibly the next ones will be a little more difficult, but they make it a little easier because the y-intercept for both of these is at 0, right there. It crosses the y-axis at 0, which is good for us. So when x is less than 0, which is right here, I'm going to fill that blank in, between negative 2 and 0. So when the x is between negative 2 and 0, put that over here. And for the other one, we'll start at 0, and then we'll end up at 3 for the x. We'll slide those numbers in. And the rest of it is just figuring out what the equation is for it. So again, the y-intercept for both of these is at 0, which just makes it a lot easier. So we really just need to figure out what the slope is, right? So the slope between these 2 points, we could use the slope formula, which is totally fine. We should be able to look at this line right here and notice that it is negative. And I'm going to connect the 2 dots, right? I'm going to make a triangle out of it, and I'm going to connect it. So I would go down 3 and then right 2. So my slope then would be negative 3. So my equation is negative 3 halves x. And for the other one, I can make another triangle out of this and say, okay, how far up to go and how far right? Well, it looks like I have to go up 3 and 1, 2, 3 over 3. And 3 over 3 is, of course, 1 or 1x. So this equation will just be 1 there. For the slope is 1. So the equation just f of x equals x. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me.